Hello! So today I am going to be talking about color psychology, the spiritual meaning of colors, however you want to say it, however you look at it. All things, not just colors, have an impact on us. Everything that we look at, our brain perceives that and it carries a certain vibration, and that vibration can impact us in either a positive or negative way. Colors, when you look at them, certain colors have positive impacts on ourselves, and they can have negative impacts on ourselves. There are multiple meanings to different colors. They impact our mood, and they can also therefore influence our physical being. Some people call it color psychology. I say the spiritual meaning of colors because when we're looking at the meaning of colors and the way that these impact us, this is impacting, our psyche, our mental state of being, our emotional state of being, and therefore our emotions and our thoughts impact our physical body. So really I feel like it is a very oneness, spiritual aspect to colors. This doesn't just happen, in the psyche realm. This doesn't just have to do with psychology. People think, oh, I'm not really worried about psychology, so this doesn't affect me, or I'm not spiritual, so this doesn't apply to me. But really the truth is that all the colors that we perceive, those colors can influence the way that we look at a product. So certain brands, they choose certain colors for a reason, because they know that the way that the humans, the way that our eyes break down light and the way we perceive it, there's a certain vibe or aura, if you will, around those colors. So first, we're just gonna get right into it. No more talking, a little extra talk. Let's just get right into it. So red is a very grounding energy. It's a very fiery energy, but it's very potent energy. It's very potent. It correlates with physical structure, the third dimension. It correlates with physicality. Red also correlates with passion, courage, power, will, desire, stability. It's very action motivated. It's a very securing, security, stability, very stable energy that red carries. Red can also correlate with relationships, life, and work. So red can impact those either in a negative or positive way. It can bring passion, courage, power into those aspects of your life. But red is very demanding of attention. It's very, you must look at it. When you see red, you see it, It's very almost like an attention seeker type of color, When red's there, you know that red is there. Okay, anyways. Now orange. Orange is very creative, sensual, sexual color. It has to do with wellness and emotions. Orange really has to do with the emotions. It correlates with the emotional body. While red is more with the physical body, orange is with the emotional body. Orange can also bring joy and enthusiasm, balance, expression. It's very expression energy. Since it does have to do with emotions and, sexual energy, it's very expressive. Orange can also be encouraging and enthusiastic. But orange can also have to do with our appetite. So that is all about orange. Okay, yellow. Yellow brings in this energy of faith and joy. It can also correlate with divination. It's if you know what divination is, it's more like pendants and like tarot cards and things of that nature. Yellow correlates with that energy of divination. It's very, glory, like something is so glorious. Yellow really does bring that energy in. It is very happy and youthful energy, very very hopeful energy. And we did say, that red is very attention energy. Well, yellow is too. Yellow is very bright. It's very in your face. When you see yellow, you know the yellow is there. But although it is this, joy and happiness color, it can also bring feelings of frustration. It is also known that babies, when they're put in yellow rooms, they're more often to get frustrated and cry, actually. But yes, yellow is also a very logical color. So like we said, red is very the physical body, orange is very the emotional body, yellow is very the mental body. It's a very logical color. It's a very logical color. But yellow can also have to do with confidence. Okay, moving on, green. Green has this very loving energy to it. It's very growth based. Very growth based, with growth, comes new beginnings, this very health and wellness energy, very renewal, harmony, peace, and balance. Green just really brings in all this stable flow, really true, really true peaceful energy. Okay, now moving on to blue. Blue is very calm. It's a very calm energy. A lot of people say that their favorite color is blue, and we're going to be getting into why, it's very calm, it's very serene, it brings in these feelings of feeling peaceful as well as green. Blue can be bringing feelings of very peaceful, secure, and stable energy, very almost bringing in the red grounded energy. Blue can have that effect. Although, blue has these calming energies, it can also bring feelings of sadness, aloofness, just not really being up there. But it can also bring in loyalty, wisdom, and confidence. Blue can also be associated with intelligence. Blue is very, along with intelligence, it's very a true energy. It's very truthful. It's very truthful energy. And it can also bring feelings of healing and softness, it's almost a very nurturing energy, if you will. Okay, moving on to purple. Purple is a very divine color. We're looking at the spiritual meanings of colors. Purple's meaning is literally spirituality. So I think that is very, very cool. Purple can also be with wisdom, this unknown energy. It's very the supernatural energy, this very divine energy. It can also bring in bravery and luxury and power, all those good things, and nobility, really. It's a very truthful energy, Even though it is these energies of the unknown and supernatural, it is a very truthful energy, a very wise energy. Moving on to pink. Pink is a very lovely energy. It's a very kind energy. It's very nurturing as well. And as you can see, if you're referring to this video, a lot of the emotions can overlap within colors. And that is very wonderful that colors can share the same meanings as well. It's a very compassionate, calming energy. It can also bring in these energies of lack of maturity, lack of confidence. But it does bring this energy of non-threatening, Pink doesn't look very threatening. It's a very soft energy. Moving on to brown. Brown really does bring this grounding energy. Soil is brown. It really brings in this stability, the structure, the support. But it can also bring in this seriousness regarding obligations or responsibilities. Very, very serious energy. They're very, very focused on this is my job and this is what it is, It brings in this protection and strength. Very, very resilient and reliable energy. But brown can also bring in feelings of loneliness and isolation while bringing in that stability as well. It's very contradicting. Now moving on to black. Black is a very mysterious energy. It brings us power to it. It really does. It brings us elegance to it. It's very its own person. Sophistication really has to do with black. It's very prestigious, if you don't know what prestigious means, it's very status, it really is its own person. It's very independent and in control. Moving on to gray. Gray is a very, as you can already guess, gray is pretty obvious. It's a very neutral, balanced color. It can deal with intellect as well. But gray for its negative effects, it can bring in feelings of depression. It can bring in feelings of comparison energy. But moving on, white. The color white. It's a very spiritual awakening energy. It's a very awakening energy. Seeing things in new light. It's very pure energy. It's a very untouched energy. It's very clean energy. It's a light energy. When we think of light, we either think of yellow or we think of white. White is a very illuminating energy. It brings in wholeness. There's nothing that it's really missing. They say, well, some people say that all the colors are black and some people say all the colors are white. We're just gonna go with all the colors are white, because white really does have to do with wholeness, has to do with completion, fairness, innocence, equality. But yes, those are all the color meanings. I hope this helped you for whatever you needed to know those meanings for. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.